Alright, cool. How about you, Nathan? You gonna spill it up?
Uh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and gonna do communal cat's grace on us, and that would give everyone +4 more dex
Huh.
because it gives a 10.
I
Wait,
totally, I
what is
totally
it?
need, totally need more
Cat's
decks.
grace because it's only +4.
But
With all my buffs, I'm gonna get up to a +10.
but it's an enhancement bonus, right?
Yep. So you normally have a 6, so it would increase it
So
by
it'll
4.
go up 4. Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Oh my god.
That's huge.
I have a huge dex number.
Wait, is that on all of us?
Yep.
Oh shit, so it's a 10 for everybody, or
Do you already have a dex spell going into your dex?
I do, so I get an
Um,
additional 4.
I have a belt of physical perfection.
So yeah, you would just raise your dex up by 4.
Okay. Which, because of my big size, I have a -2, so I have a 2.
And might as well do bull strength too, so your strength goes up by another 4.
So I'm at 24. Great.
Because why not?
I mean, now is certainly the time to use it.
Yep, this is the final fight.
So also that goes to you too, even though you're probably not gonna use it.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean it might be beneficial in the lower strengthy department. I mean,
Bye bye. What?
oh well, I mean, does my particular form still stay up? That's a question I need to, because I might recast. I'm gonna recast that if it wouldn't still be up. Don't remember how long that lasts. Honestly, that is like my best spell I have ever seen in my life. So. It's only a level 7 spell too, so it's kind of underutilized. Boop. How long does this last?
You didn't put the information in there.
Yeah, damn. Oh wait, I did not. Hold on.
It's rounds per level.
Okay, so I can cast that on my first round if I need to. It would be over with by now.
Yeah. As soon as we are about to enter the portal, I will cast Mythic Haste on.
And if it's gonna go right into combat, I'm gonna cast that as we go into. Oh, it's Bug Guy.
Alright, you gotta step through the portal into the Rasping Rocks, where you appear. It looks almost like an insect hive. There's Vescover swarms are swarming everywhere. And, bugs bite and sting at your flesh as you enter into the rifts. Haughtily sitting up on his throne, the Lord of Locusts looks at you like you are the insects. And you see as he picks up his rift carver, his slave, he stands above you on his throne. It wasn't enough to close the wound. No, you've come here to die. Well, I'll take retribution from your corpses.
You're gonna join Baphomet.
I am more powerful than my father ever was.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Baphomet is Jaskari's father, I believe.
Damn.
Interesting.
I mean, he went down like a bitch.
Oh, sorry, no, bad. He's Pazuzu's son. Not just
That makes a bit more sense.
That makes more sense. Yep.
Well, you got a front row seat to the finale. Enjoy.
We shall see.
Oh god, he is a very initiative-y. Very initiative-y.
So, guys, we're going into overtime today to finish the fight, right?
Yeah, we
It needs
can.
it.
This is the final fight, Wrath of the Righteous.
Depends. Bran might just one around him, so.
No.
No,
No,
you don't.
you
You
won't.
don't.
Crits.
AJ's
I
gonna
don't
give him thousands of health.
Oh, I the every living shit out of this guy. This would be fun.
Oh no.
Hey, it's a final boss. It should be like a final boss.
Mhm.
Not. Bran, LOL, one shots it. Yeah.
Does he have spell resistance?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, Discari goes first, which does not surprise me. Okay. So, first thing he does is he's going to cast a spell.
What's he casting?
He's casting Imprisonment.
Motherfucker.
He's casting Imprisonment on Bran.
Oh, I'm gonna try to counter that.
I have spell turning up.
What's the spell turning do?
It says it's turned back on the original caster. It has to be like a single target spell, which sounds like it is. But it's 1d4 plus 6 spell levels that I don't get to know. You have to roll that and see.
Oh, 1d6 plus 4?
1d4 plus 6. But if it's still partial, it will still do something.
Okay, so does it absorb those spell levels when you reflect it?
Yeah, like they're gone.
Okay,
Tracks it. Mhm.
lucky you.
He must roll backs.
I did not roll max. I did roll a 9, though.
Nice. So it goes back to him.
Okay, so he has to make a will save.
So that would be hilarious if he fucking wills it, or if he or whatever himself.
Imprisonment.
Okay, he passes.
Wow.
What a will save,
Why-
guys.
Why will my music not work?
I don't hear
Guess
your
that
music.
one will work.
I don't hear your music.
Well,
It says 0 0
There we go.
0 0 0.
the fuck happened?
Okay, the standard action, and we'll move up to Jen.
Oh god, guys. Bad things have occurred.
Rose.
So, this is the final fight, and I still have Fateful left.
Go
And
on.
I obviously can't use it to kill him or save us. But I can use it to empower us.
Could also use it to call in outside aid, too.
That too.
Real quick, he provoked me. Because I have combat reflexes, and unless he's gonna tumble.
What's his acrobatics?
I'm just picturing the Lord Discari just doing.
Do I even need to
barrel
roll if he has a 66? Okay.
Oh god, he did a barrel roll.
Damn.
He would against me.
What are you, a fucking Autobot? I've never seen a big thing roll like that.
So you want to do your fate point?
So when you say call for outside help, what exactly does that mean?
You have several powerful demon lords that would be happy to assist you.
Ooh.
Consequence free, too. You want to spend a fate point.
Ooh. You know what? Let's do that.
Who would you like to beseech for aid?
You know, she already took down. Well, why not another?
Are you going to call to Nocticula?
Yep.
Okie dokie. How do you want to go about doing this?
I will leave that up to you because I am not sure.
What? You remember that she said all you had to do was ask her for help. So you call out her name, and she answers you.
And this is to make it free.
Yeah, so you can call Nocticula, but if you do, at the end of the campaign, she takes your soul.
But the fate point is to negate that.
Yep.
Jeez.
She likes you enough not to take your soul. Let me find her token image.
As I raise up my sword, as it's going through all of its different colors, to make a sideways slash to make a portal appear. As Nocticula steps through.
No. Oh.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you called upon me or not.
Well, she's fucking huge.
Hey, see, she's actually not. She's actually medium-sized, believe it or not.
Let's call it taking out a pest problem.
Pest control is one of my specialities. First Baphomet, and now you, Discari.
Okay. So would that just be a free thing for fate?
Free thing for fate.
Okay, so then I'm going to, as part of one of my move actions, I'm going to just teleport behind him.
Oops.
To try to provide flanking. And he's considered a demon? Right?
Yes, he's a demon.
And I will bring my blade down.
Okay, 64 will miss.
I rolled a 4.
No.
All those attacks will miss, actually.
Okay, haste attack.
That'll hit. He's immune to crits, but he does take damage.
And I'll spend another mythic point to get another attack.
What'll hit? First blood.
First blood. That means everyone else gets another +2 to hit him.
Yay.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
Nice.
blood for the
His blood for the Empire, and
Give me
also
a D100.
95.
Add 5 damage for this round, by the way, to any attacks that hit.
Oh.
For my litany of vengeance.
Your next attack against the target is a critical hit with auto confirmation. Just does not care about its immune status.
Nice.
Figures.
That will be the end of my turn then.
Seize the moment.
He's immune. Oh, wait. If he's not immune.
If he can crit on his next.
My next
confirm.
one will be confirmed because he goes through it.
So it would count.
Okay. Discari immediately, as a swift action, uses his breath attack.
Oh no.
Bran, Jin, Nocticula, and Vanya. Actually, Nocticula doesn't need to. She's immune to it. Actually, no, just Bran and Jin. He works out a line of bubbling black acid. Roll your reflex save.
Does it affect me? I'm immune to acid.
No.
couldn't understand you, AJ's.
That's a no.
Okay.
With evasion, you take no damage.
Woohoo!
It only does 30d10 points of damage.
Ow!
I like I backflip through the air. That's supposed to do something?
He chitters loudly and brings his weapon down on you.
Oh, my face.
Time for a Susano moment, Jin. See if you can parry some of these.
I fucking doubt it.
Yeah,
But
probably
I
not.
will make an effort. Alright. No,
Yeah,
no. I can't even. Not even with a. Well, I mean, with that roll, I think I could, but no, not generally. No.
Take my loot reroll.
Okay.
He
I don't
doesn't
know if
need it.
it's. I don't think it's gonna make it. Well. No, I don't think I can. Yeah, if I surge it, we'll see if I get close since I know what the hit is.
Oh wait, I don't do the loot in this one, do I? It's Bran.
I do.
Oh,
Evan?
never mind. I shouldn't have even rolled that.
Yeah. First attack will hit.
Yep. Owie.
Are you immune to poison?
I don't think so. I don't. No, I don't think so.
Okay, you take 33 points of slashing damage.
Wait, is he a paladin?
Is he a paladin?
Is Jin a paladin?
Actually, right now I am a paladin, but I don't think that's poison. That's disease, Misha.
Oh no, this doesn't care if you're immune. You're poisoned.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter
Oh,
anyway
okay.
because paladins are immune to disease.
Roll me a fort save.
Okay, hold on. How much? 33. So 13. Fort save.
Fort save. That'll pass. You can see too the poison from the scythe is infested with grubs and maggots, which you brush off before they can burrow into your skin.
Aw.
That's gross.
Yeah. Everything he does is gross. He's the Lord of Locusts. Yeah, it's his first attack. Let me do the other fucking 15.
I don't even think there's any point in parrying for me. I don't think I can.
Always worth trying.
Alright, well, I will attempt to parry them all just for the.
Just roll a 20. Just roll a
Just
d20.
That is true.
That is a crit threat if you do not parry it.
Oh, yeah. Boop. Nope.
Oh, particulate form.
Actually,
yeah, you're
I
immune to
I
crits.
can't be crit, so it's a right.
Good thing too. His
Yeah.
crits do times 5 damage.
Jesus.
Well, he'd get 5 crit cards. but-
Yeah, I can't be crit anyway, so yeah, he just hits me.
Good thing you're immune. That's very good.
That is the best spell I have ever
Okay.
gotten use out of. Alright.
41 points of slashing damage. And let's see. Roll me another fort save.
Lovely.
Yeah, he poisons on every swing.
Oh, shit.
Yep. It's a good thing I'm a 40 guy.
Yeah. And the DC's not too chunky. You pass. That's the minimum to pass.
What a roll.
42.
Oh boy. I
Yeah.
gotta roll
Have a
11 or
50-50
higher.
chance.
Okay, again, the bugs and stuff bite you, but you sweep them off before they can infect you. Okay, next attack.
Okay, roll a 20, guys. Yeah!
Oh, is that a... It's not a crit, so that still doesn't get a pass.
Well, let's roll a...
Good surgeon.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Good
doing.
surgeon. Good surgeon.
Don't you have a bunch of extra mythic power for surges?
Yeah. Oh, I
Oh!
definitely buried it.
So the first 2 splashes, like, you fed up getting hit, and then he brings his sight down all the force he can behind it, and you parry him. And it feels like you're stopping a building from falling on you.
And then immediately as he like does it, I go to stab back at him. I'm not saying that's gonna.
He seems surprised as you counterattack and shove his scythe away from him.
I don't think that'll probably hit.
That'll miss.
Yeah, it was cool while it lasted.
Okay, he's gonna continue attack.
As fair, which means I can't actually parry him. Without the surge, anyway. So it's kind of irrelevant. I can only do it once per round then.
Yeah, he's final boss for a reason. It's a crit threat. It's bad you're immune to crits.
Yep.
Okay. 38 more points of slashing, and roll me another fortitude save.
It's a good thing he's not attacking me. Well, Jen would take it, but it would hurt.
Yeah, he hurts. Okay, you pass. Okay. He's going to attempt to now bite you. That's luckily you're immune to crit. Damn.
This
That's my
spell
third crit
is
I rolled.
amazing.
It's doing some work.
Alright,
This bite actually doesn't do a lot. 17, I need another fort save.
God damn it.
So if he doesn't take any damage, does he take the fort save?
I don't actually take that fort
Oh,
save.
he actually
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't take any damage. Alright, the sting's aimed at Rose. I don't think a 67 hits. Do what?
That's a miss.
Alright, that's his turn. Jen, you're...
Oh god, I feel like a god. But I don't even think I can hit him, so I mean I might be able to hit him on my first hit, but because I think were you able to hit him at all, Nathan?
I hit him twice.
Okay, so I can technically hit him because of your dex bonus that you gave me. Alright, so I'm going to do a few things. One, I'm going to full attack, and then I'm going to give somebody else an attack.
You get a plus
So-
4 to this because of Empire and flanking, if you can be
Okay.
flanked.
Can he be flanked?
He cannot be flanked.
Alright, so just a plus 2. So,
Okay. Yeah, he can't be flanked. Okay, so 65 will miss.
wow. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, and then haste attack, and then I'll give somebody else an attack.
You should play Rose with the crit thing.
Okay, 9 plus 2 will miss.
Alright, and then Bran, I guess, shoot him very hard in the face.
You should give Rose the attack because of the crit thing.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Shoot,
Because
Rose.
if Rose crits, then we could seize the moment.
That is true, even though I probably can't hit anyway.
Come on, crit. Back.
I mean, you
Okay.
hit, so that's nice.
Your next attack is automatically a crit threat with an automatic confirm and does not care about the critical immune status of the target.
Oh, it's automatic. Okay.
Oh.
As long as you hit. Okay. Which is fucking hilarious. You rolled that.
Yay, that means you get 2 free attacks.
Give me my crit card. You get 3 or 1.
Oh, my god. I
Fort
don't-
save, fort save, fort save.
What? No! What? Oh,
Fort
shit.
save!
Roll a 1. End it right here. Roll
I need a
one.
confirmation.
That would be
I need a
so
confirmation
good.
roll to give me a DC.
Okay. My confirmation is higher, so let me take a look at that real quick.
Yeah, I also need to roll it because his fort is actually his bad save. I don't like that.
We might win.
What a way to end the campaign.
With a seize the
Where-
moment.
Where would it be for the crit thing? Where would you put that in?
It's in the. It's got a separate confirmation bonus.
It's in configuration. I thought.
Yeah, configuration if you add anything, and it's all the way down under attacks.
Critical confirmation bonus. I have a plus 10, but that's because I'm a swashbuckler, so I have a lot of shit going into it. So if not, it's just your base roll.
Oh, plus 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, roll it, add your bonuses, and give it a +6. Let's see what the DC I get is.
So that would be a 74, and I could technically surge it.
Surge it.
Sure. Oh my god.
Unless Brad wants to give me a reroll because I rolled 8.
I have one more reroll. If you want to risk it, go for it, dude.
Because this is a decapitation.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get better than an 8. I mean,
You could do better. Let's see it.
Come on, for all the marbles here.
Lady Luck.
oh my god!
That's a 20.
Lady Luck's on our side,
Oh.
bitch.
Now
Holy
surge
shit.
it, surge it, and make it better.
Surge it.
Fucking surge it.
Oh.
Oh, it's a
Oh.
1. Of course it's a 1.
DC 81 Fortitude.
DC 87 Fortitude.
87 Fortitude. I need a nat 20 to beat that.
Oh, it comes
So-
down to this.
If I don't roll a nat 20 on this next roll, then it's over.
Yes!
All right,
Oh
Rose.
my
How do you want to describe
God.
this?
Oh my god.
You know what? Jid was the one just going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
As he goes to deflect the massive scythe, he raises up, breaks the defense of Discari as I jump and swing my blade across. Well, he's completely defenseless.
And you see Bran, because he influenced the roll,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of like holding out his hand and like saying a prayer to his Lady of Luck, which is Pharasma, and trying to influence the strike.
I
Yeah,
also,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I have something I want to do once this resolves, and once Discari is fully dead.
But as my swing gets clear, passing straight through Discari's neck, as I land back down in like a Superman, like a 3-point landing, I just look over at Vanya and wink.
Almost as if he just can't believe it. He clutches at his neck as his head falls off to the side, and you see that he drops Rift Carver on the ground. And with a final wail of all the insects that make up his body, he explodes outwards, releasing thousands upon thousands of Vescavers from his corpse. As Discari lies dead. Soulbind. Demon Lords don't have souls.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn it! I wanted to soulbind him.
He is essentially, so a Demon Lord is essentially the embodiment of their plane. They don't actually have souls.
Damn it!
But he is dead. You killed him in his own plane. He's gone.
He gone.
You see Nocticula blink a few times. And just put her crossbows away.
I guess we just brought you here to look good.
Yeah, we
man.
needed a witness.
I mean, to be fair, if everyone knew not to fuck with us now.
Make sure all the Demon Lords know. Don't fuck with the Crusade.
Oh, any of the sane ones, anyways. He gives you a like a knowing look. I don't think you could stop me if I wanted to mess with the Crusade. She walks over and she like tips your hat backwards. I must say, good work, mortals. The 5th Mendivian Crusade was actually a success. Not only did you drive back and Discari, you've defeated Baphomet, closed the World Wound, and killed Discari as well. Well, here's hoping that Arilu makes a much better Demon Lord than those two ever did.
We have an accord.
Well, at least let me do something for you. As she flicks her fingers and casts Gate and opens up a gate back to the waiting army that's waiting for you back in the Prime Material.
We literally left for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
That is hilarious.
killed my final boss with a decapitation. Yeah.
And the only damage that happened was when he was smacking the shit out of me. What the fuck?
I closed out of the module in disgust too when it happened.
Just rage quit.
Not rage quit. It's just like, okay, you know what? Whatever.
That, like, I feel like that is, like, we were so worried, like, oh god, they're gonna be so powerful, they're gonna destroy it. Nowhere in your head did you think that Nathan was just gonna decapitate him.
Nope. And I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, oh, it's fine. Discovery's got an amazing fortitude. I'm like, it's his lowest stat. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
You know what? Ken, you made the right call when you're like, pick Nathan instead.
That's what I was saying, dude.
I didn't know it was an auto cred, so.
Okay. So, Bonnie, you were saying? Your army cheers as you exit the portal, and your cabinet, the people that helped you do the ritual, come running up. Even Arilu's there, and she watches as you guys, lift Rift Carver up proudly as a trophy of your triumph over Daskari and ending the threat to Mendev once and for all. As you guys cement your place in history as the Heroes of Dresden, you guys also hit Mythic Tier 10.
Oh joy.
As you guys all become true demigods. But the hero or the army escorts you back to Dresden, and there's many cheers in your names. As the world wound, the sky above it's no longer green. The land is already looking to push back some of the demonic influence that's leaked out of years. And you see that everywhere you go, people are happy and smiling again, as there's no longer the threat of demons looming over them. And with that, we come to the conclusion of Wrath of the Righteous. If you'd like, either next time we get together, we can discuss what happens afterwards. You guys can write it out and share it if you'd like. It's however you guys would like to do it. We can either have another session for epilogue, or you guys can just kind of write it out and discuss it. It's up to you.
A lot to think about.
Yeah. I will post what happens to the NPCs that you guys travel with along the way, where their story ends. But you guys are successful. Let's get rid of the apocalypse clock since it no longer matters.
He's dead.
That's gonna go down in my achievements.
You finished Wrath of the Righteous. Ah! Vanya proposes the rose.
Mm.
If we want to hang out a little bit longer, I'm sure you guys can kind of talk about your epilogue some if you want. The only reason we got to run away, it's only noon. I figured it was later than that.
I mean, that fight was supposed to go on a lot longer.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
And it just fucking got one shot. So we'll start with Vanya. She's just typing. We'll talk about your epilogue. What happens with Vanya after, the war is over. Well, if you want to type it out, someone else can talk about it, like Bran, for instance. What does the end of the war mean to you?
Yeah, so as Bran's their sends up and whatnot, but Bran's scene kind of goes a little bit past to where he's sitting on a beach somewhere. He doesn't have a shirt on, but he has a hat and some shorts. And in one hand, he has a bottle of kind of hard alcohol, and in his waistband, he has his gun. And he's sitting there as footsteps kind of approach behind him, and it's Queen Galfrey in a bikini. And she pushes his hat down and grabs the bottle out of his hands, and he says, "Oh, that's no fair. You're cheating now." And she takes a drink and sits next to him, kind of resting her head on his arm. And as he tips his hat back up, he kind of runs his hands through her hair and just kind of it fades out with them watching the sunset as they playfully joke with each other and kind of cuddle on a beach somewhere.
Love it. What about you, Jen? What does the end of the war mean for you?
Uh, I think it would mean at this point, probably knowing that I'm the leader of my clan, I'd probably at some point head back home and no longer I feel like an outcast, and I'd head there, you know, leading, my new clan or whatever we're doing to greater heights, still helping people as I come along, and you know,
Okay. You
yeah,
make your way back to Minkai, which is the land of your homeland.
and being as powerful as I am, maybe I would find time to occasionally come back, but at the same time, I would also be, I would have basically detailed, like, I wrote down, I don't have all of the stuff, but I would have had basically a journal written of drawings through our entire adventure that I would have put in the Dresden library, uh, for anybody to, so they could go through our entire adventure, or any like type of paintings that I had made in like maybe a museum or whatever Dresden has. And I would occasionally make visits back and forth, doing everything
Awesome.
I can to help. So
Love it. So you spend your time traveling back and forth between Mendev and Minkai and all that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, like Dresden opens up a museum, not only just a library, but a museum that's dedicated to the heroes of Dresden and some of the greatest mortals that have ever walked the earth. As time goes on, though, for you all, and years pass, your myth power fits some to the point at which it's noticeable, but you're no longer the walking demigods that you used to be. You have much longer lifespans, and you're much healthier than normals of your people being. You live much longer than normal, but as time goes on and the centuries pass, your mythic power slowly fades. See Vanya and Rose having a moment. But I run to the bathroom real quick, and then I will wrap up the NPC stories and tell you what happens with them. Yeah, my stomach getting happy.
you know what's really interesting about uh,
Hmm.
this? I actually, because I forgot that I was recording all of this, I
Nice.
just checked my OBS and I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, I could technically post the end too. Because I can't believe you did that, but yeah, I checked it. It's still recording.
Pulled out all the luck.
Yeah.
Misha will just have to send me the stuff later.
What was his role?
If there was ever time for you to be recording a session, this was one to definitely be doing it.
I actually forgot that I was recording.
That's great.
Because I was testing it, and yeah.
Does anyone know Discovery's Fortitude?
I mean, you could probably Google it and just look up his stat block. I mean, it no longer matters. We're the campaign
Yeah.
over. Like, you can look
Yeah.
at his shit.
He rolled a 7, and I don't know what his fortitude is.
Well, AJ gave him higher saves, it looks like, so.
Yeah, he probably
yeah, he
buffed him a
definitely
lot. I mean, he had 4-digit health. I guarantee you he doesn't have 4-digit health.
But depending on how much he buffed him, because I only saw I think we saw a will save, but it was different than this. It appeared first roll would have failed. He has a plus, he did say it was his lowest save.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it would have passed, but I'm not sure.
No idea. But it fucking worked.
I'm so glad I told you to attack.
I'm so glad I convinced you.
Yeah, because I'm so used to telling you to attack that it just made
Yeah.
sense, and then you're like, no, you should probably tell him, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Nice. We'll have that on recording.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm back.
I forgot I was recording. I noticed this like yellow line completely around my screen, and I'm like,
Whenever I say
what
something.
is that? And then I looked at OBS, and I'm
So-
like, oh.
Anya's got a thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, me and Rose still have to do our epilogues.
Yep. So let's hear from Rose and Vanya about your guys' epilogue, and then I'll talk about the NPCs, and we can call it good.
So there is one thing that I wanted to do. So, after closing of the world wound and everything, one of the first things that Vanya would want to do is she would want to use Miracle and make herself an actual human again, because she's still technically not actually living. And so she would have returned herself to being a human and given herself a human body again, which changes her appearance.
Ooh.
Yep. She is now restored to her former form before she was put into the body that you all had traveled with.
Ah.
Interesting.
So the body and form that she was in was created as a glorified imagery of her self, and her new form that she is restored to is her true form, what she really looked like she died the first time, with the picture that AJ showed. And I can no longer see anything.
It's because it's no longer a token.
Yep.
It's like, I think I could use this.
And after restoring her humanity, essentially, she would still serve as a guard to the city, but also primarily probably be used as personal bodyguard.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine she still maintained her high military status and ranking, and still helped out with the army and whatnot when needed.
You're still the Knight Commander.
Yeah. But most of the time, she's Rose's bodyguard.
Hey, AJ, does the queen eventually marry me?
Yes.
Okay, that means I'm Vanya's boss. I give her shit all the time.
Even though you're my boss, I still give you shit too.
I
so.
know, because
all
you
the
could
time.
totally kick my ass, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, I totally could.
Does that mean it's King Bran?
King Karkin.
King Karkin? King Karkin?
Brad probably would have taken her last day.
I was scared. Would you be King
wow.
Godfrey?
She was the queen before, so like, I think I would be the bitch.
Brad Belfry, huh?
At least you know your place.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
because Queen Galfrey doesn't like Queen Galfrey has never taken a king because she'd outlived them all because she's immortal. Bran's essentially immortal, so yeah, Mendev finally has a king.
Yeah.
God, and there's like a picture in the main chamber that is of the king in his sleeveys.
I imagine he keeps that in the treasury, Mendev.
He took it down. He's like, I can't do this.
All right. Has anyone got anything else they'd like to say?
And as for my little epilogue, since we no longer are in need of the direct houses for the crusade, Rose would open up a school of transmutation to help bestow the gifts and power that her family has to anyone who is willing to learn.
Love it.
Which I bet is well renowned, especially after you turned like half the army into like dragons and storm giants.
Yeah.
So, question for Rose: would you ever take a trip to Mindev to figure like? Because you said you had some of my training, so would
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever go there to like with me at any point to like? Because you never told me where
definitely
you
gonna
got.
travel.
You never told me how you got like you learned the same training as I do because I didn't know you had been to Mindev.
Because it's part of my Kensai training.
You mean Minkai?
Minkai, that's what I meant. Minkai. He has Minkai training, and he told me that. And the way I fight is very reminiscent of the way he fights.
Because I have the Aijutsu style.
So he's been there, or he's been trained. So maybe eventually, because I figured I'm more like an ambassador between.
Take Vanya on a little
Them.
vacation to another country.
Oh, honeymoon.
Oh yeah.
Honeymoon to a Japanese area. That sounds pleasant.
It'd definitely be a culture shock for Vanya.
Well, you wouldn't want to go visit Jin and his clan's homeland in Shisui?
I mean, she'd love to, go visit. It's just still going to be like a culture shock for her.
But so many beautiful places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you guys take your trips into Minkai, like later on throughout the time as it kind of passes, you notice that there's tensions rising in the country, and it's not exactly safe anymore. As threats of Onis rise and rumors of a corrupt emperor kind of raise up, but you guys are kind of past your adventuring days and decide to leave it to a new, younger group of adventurers.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Uh,
It's like just looking at Vanya and just go like, we've already had our time to shine. Let's let others do it.
Yeah, eventually retire as the fucking leader and probably have someone else eventually take over and settle down or something. I mean,
You can end up being like Master Roshi living on your own island.
hitting on all the young females.
oh, I had an idea.
What?
Would Jin ever teach like at a dojo and teach ninja?
I could. Yeah,
Oh my
that would be-
god.
Because there's a certain ninja who has dragon powers,
Oh my
and you have
god.
dragon powers.
Oh, I see where you're going here.
It's all coming full circle.
Ball.
Are you saying I would fucking train I'm brain farting. Is it Valentine?
Yeah, Valentine.
I brain farted right there. I knew who you were talking about, but yeah. Wow, that would make it come to circle. Like I live long enough to train Valentine in the way distant future, and then that connects them. Because aren't they connected anyway?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean yeah, there you go. There's the connection.
Okay. Anything else? I'll give you guys a brief rundown of your friends and what happens to them, and then we'll call it
Yeah,
good.
if we have anything else, we will put it in Discord.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll start at the top. Queen Golfrey obviously moves back to Mindev with her bow in tow. and decides to. She spent most of her life crusading. Decides to take some R&R time with a mysterious, handsome stranger, who eventually people find out is named Bran, and he steps foot into the king role. Irilu, her promise. She uses the power of the two weapons that were given to her and ascends to become a demon lord. She keeps her name as Irilu, but she is known as the Architect. And she essentially fills the power vacuum left behind by the three missing demon lords. Baphomet being dead, Discari being dead, and Mithrix, who decided to step down as a demon lord. Sometime after the Battle of Threshold, Mithrix would have came and found the four heroes of Dresden and entrusted them to them her blade, saying that she no longer wished to have the power, and most of her power was kept inside the sword. So they took it upon themselves to hide away her sword, Apocalypse. And she disappeared from... Pretty much no one has a clue what happened to her. She just vanished. Seeing many, many lifetimes of war and strife, she was tired of it. And so she retired. Satoshi and Fuyuko returned back to Menkai with Jin in tow, the new leader of their clan. Satoshi passing away of old age not long after the campaign ends. Anivia and Irabeth continue to serve Vanya in the Eagle Watch. Irabeth serving as a knight and second command to Vanya, with Anivia continuing to be a spy master and scout. Aaron Kerr and Sociel, being married, retire. They help rebuild Canabris with the Eagle Watch, and with the help of Horgus, who bankrolls them, start an orphanage.
Nice.
The orphanage is dedicated to the four heroes of Dresden. And thanks to some of their contributions, as well as Horgus's, doubles a school teaching the history of Mendev and the surrounding countryside. Adolphus, Albedo, and Khan head back to the Shaylin Temple. Their support services in Canabris and helping with the rebuilding of Canabris being complete, they head home. Adolphus sharing a final drink with you guys as he pats you on the back and, is very, very exuberant about your success in the World Wound. The Von Geist family do the same thing that Rose did, help with the school and continue to serve her as the new family head. Love it.
It's amazing.
Jeribeth, now turned away from the path of evil, and despite still being a demon, becomes a librarian in Canabris and settles down there, enjoying a quiet life and protecting the archives of, the history of all the shit that just went down.
She still hate me.
Does she still hate you?
Yeah.
Not really. It fades over time.
Hmm.
Karanda, which was quote-unquote one of the three succubi sisters, ends up browbeating Jaraxxus into marrying her. They settle down.
Nice.
Heh.
Karanda. And Jaraxxus, while being a mighty force on the battlefield, isn't really good at dealing with women. However, they settle down, and he ends up joining. He leaves the Aurorium Vanguard after the army disbands and rejoins the Eagle Watch. But he kind of takes a step back from combat and becomes like a instructor. Gil continues to run his merchants. He actually begins a merchant cartel, and he has merchant caravans that span the space of most of Mendev. At first, people are terrified of him because he's a demon, but eventually people come to know him as a reliable businessman, and he flourishes with his trusty sidekick, Tip Narak, who still doesn't like being around humans, but Gil beats him into submission when he needs to. Naira excuses herself and says that she, seeing the War of the World Wound firsthand, is going to go home to the Underdark. She thanks you guys for giving her stories to tell her nephew, and wishes all of you the best of luck.
Nephew being
Arlix.
Oh, great.
Remember how Arlix used to talk about the heroes occasionally?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he actually mentioned them several times in What Lies Below, how he admired them. That's why he had such lawful views. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Ara Voshnil also joined and helped Jestak with the library and put together the Rune Wardens again, slowly. The entire time essentially being carried around by Jestak, who couldn't keep her hands off of him. While they never officially married, people always talked about how they were a couple, and they were never ever seen apart from each other. It would be. Let's see, who's left?
Alderpash?
Alderpash also kept his words. He decided to become an adventurer again and wandered the countryside doing his random deeds of various things, mostly seeking knowledge. He turned away from his evil ways and essentially just roamed the countryside. You guys run into him quite often, though, because it seems like he's very good at finding you. Checks in with you occasionally, and you see him every few years as he stops to, talk about his adventures. And then, last but not least, Riss and Shalea. Refusing to join, and after they finish helping rebuild Canabras, they refused to join the Eagle Watch. Instead, made their way and retired out in the countryside. With the money they had earned from say, they bought a large farm. And spent their retired days out there just enjoying peace and relaxation away from the world. After one or two of your guys' visits, you notice that there is a couple of small tiefling girls running around the farm.
Aww.
But I think that's everyone.
I don't know if it matters of the two, but Turindalev and Mezingrel, I don't know if the two, because technically Turindalev isn't supposed to be alive, so I don't know if you had something planned for her.
Yeah, I do, actually. I forgot about her. Mezingrel goes with you everywhere. He's kind of stuck with you.
Okay. So I feel like I would have eventually passed off the sword to maybe somebody in my school at some point when I eventually pass. I don't know, but I mean, we'll leave that up for debate. If I don't, unless I live forever.
You guys essentially live forever. Okay. You guys are you're not invincible, but you're immortal.
Okay.
But Turindalev settles back in Canabras and takes up her old role as defender of Canabras. She's the city's guardian dragon. Even though there's not much really to guard over anymore with the ward stones, being ruined and the fact that the world wound is gone. She spends a lot of her time, helping take care of the orphans because she doesn't really have anything else to do. With that, I do believe we are done. I hope you guys had fun with this campaign.
Tons.
3.5 years. I don't even think I was here for when was I here for most of it? I don't remember.
Yeah,
You were here for
most of
like
it.
90% of it.
90%.
Oh, one more thing. D.
Oh,
yeah,
I
D.
forgot about
D decided that he really liked eagles. He really liked finding the eagles.
Moogle is here if you want him to take it.
Unless, is Moogle here?
Yeah.
Moogle, did you have something in mind for D's epilogue? Because if not, I have something. Okay. But deciding, again, that, and disappointed to find out that the hippogriffs that he brought back weren't eagles.
Hey AJ,
What's up?
he came out of the woods, make him go back in the woods. He became a crazy hobo who lived in the woods.
I'm getting to that.
I'm into that.
I'm getting to that. But he decides to set out on another adventure to find actual eagles for the Eagle Watch because they deserve eagles, not discount hippogriffs. So he disappears for a good lengthy amount of time and is never heard from or seen again. Although there are rumors that there is a crazy shifter wandering the countryside of Mendev, always with his companion with him, the one that's been watching over him since the beginning of the campaign. The random Eagle Watch guy that got assigned to him.
Oh.
But stories often say that D the Hermit can be found wandering the countryside of Mendev.
You just hear a random squirrel.
The last thing you see before he tears you to pieces. If you're a demon.
If you're a demon. Okay, and with that, I do believe we are actually done.
Yep.
Yay. That was fun.
It was fun.
Time to close Wrath of the Righteous for the final time.
Oh my god, no more big numbers. For the love of God, please no.
Yeah, it was overwhelming.
You're telling me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can unmute me. Shut up. Sweet.
So, does that mean that after next weekend is my campaign?
Yeah.
You're right.
If you're wanting to start that soon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, if
Well,
you're
I mean, like I said, I've pretty much got